Good morning, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
This
It's
is
us, him and
Jerry
me.
and Joy. We're at our favorite stop here again in
Oh.
Louisville, Texas, getting a couple of little repairs done on our coach. But anyway,
Do you know it's already 2 p.m.?
I know we got up late this morning. We usually go to church in San Antonio via the internet at 8:30, but we got up at 9:30. So we had to go to the 11 o'clock service. That's why we're here right now doing this. But
Right. We're on limited time because we're on my cell phone. And my video software here is called InShot. And if I go anything over 15 minutes, it has to be 15 minus something. Or my phone says, cannot save it. This is too big. So we just wanted to say hello, didn't we?
yeah, we did. We're not going to go into our usual Sunday school type thing today. We're just here to let you know what we're doing, kind of, and explain why we're not doing Sunday school again today. But we will to a certain extent, because in the church service today, they talked about the miracles of God and how, those are still applicable to today. And it was a very good sermon. We don't have the time to go through the whole thing, but
Well, the scripture today was John 1,
John 6.
John 6, and it was where Jesus fed all those people with the 5 loaves and 2 fishes of the little boy's lunch.
And that was the miracle, that he fed all those
Right.
people, 15 to 20,000 people with that. And all that stuff is still applicable today. And,
Haven't heard of it happening lately, honey.
well, you'd be surprised. It may not be to that extent, but basically what it's trying to tell you is that in order to experience God's miracles, you're going to have to get close to God in order for that to happen in your life. And he went through the whole scenario of how you do that and so on and so forth. But the gist of it was to get to know God, it's to read his word. I mean, we've said that about 100 times.
Well, what he specifically said, sorry,
Go
I'll
ahead.
get in bad trouble if I interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Can I please say something?
No, go ahead.
There's some lady boy, she does not like it when I interrupt you.
I know. But
We
anyway,
only
go
had
ahead.
15 minutes. No, the basics that he said when he wound it up, I was taking notes. For Jesus to take something natural and make it supernatural, for us to have Jesus take something natural in our lives and make it supernatural, what did he do with the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes? First, he thanked God for it and blessed it. Second, he broke it. Then it multiplied.
Correct.
So the message was, Jesus usually has to break something in your life before he can fix it. And oh my gosh, that I could testify to.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, sometimes your health has to be broken, and then God fixes it before you fully realize, the miracles that God can perform, not only in your finances, but your health, everything else. And so, by breaking those things and you becoming reliant upon God to take care of it, and he does take care of it, then you realize how the miracles that he performed back in those days are still applicable for today. And I can testify to that myself because of the cancer situations I went through. There's a lot other things that I haven't even mentioned that someday I'll probably get into. But another one was, there's so many people that are concerned about, what it's costing us to get all this RV fixed. Well, what you don't understand is this is the 3rd RV in a year and a half
Yeah.
that we've owned.
Yes.
And I won't go into the details as to why we went from one to another, but I will tell you this, that the first RV that we had was a smaller RV. We felt like we just
And it
wanted
was
to-
gasoline.
And it was gasoline, all that kind of thing. But we prayed to the Lord to send us a good buyer to sell it to at a fair price. That happened. Actually,
Quickly, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. He paid me actually $500 more than what I was asking for the RV.
And we were asking more than what we paid for it to start with.
And essentially, I made $9,000 more on that sale than I paid for the RV. The second RV that we had, Same situation. We prayed. We just wanted a larger RV. We prayed for a larger RV because we felt it'd be more satisfactory for what Joy does as far as sewing videos and stuff and other things. But push comes to shove, we prayed for a good buyer to come that would buy the coach at a reasonable, fair price. We actually sold it to them for a very fair price, and they were very happy with the RV.
And not only that, tell them what they were like.
Well, they were both Christian people. Honestly, they were. And
they had 2 Christian dogs.
yeah, well, I don't know about the dog.
I love their dogs. They had 2 full-size golden retrievers, and they were like, the kinds you pay for, the expensive ones. And I think one's name was Brandy and one's name was BJ or something. I don't know, but I loved their dogs. And the wife, her name was Beth. She and I went back on our patio because the dogs were back there, and we sat and we talked for the longest time. It was like we've been friends since birth. It was just a God thing.
It's just God sent us
And
these people.
same with him and the husband.
Yeah, and God just sent us these people because we prayed and asked for it, and that's what they came. And before they went back to where they lived, they sat in our living room and asked us if they could pray for them.
Yes.
I said, well, sure, that's perfectly fine. And so they did. I mean, what more can you ask?
It's a wonder we even let them go. We just were so comfortable with
Well-
them. I mean, I would have given them the keys to our house.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they were just that wonderful of a couple. Old like us.
Well, we're not
Everybody-
old, Joy.
We're not old. Young. They were as young as we are. Oh, praise the Lord.
You don't be confessing you're old.
We're younger than we're ever going to be
But
again.
anyway, that's true. But anyway, I mean, we just, this has not been a burden for us as far
Yeah.
as the coaches are concerned. I mean, it's something we enjoy, and it's something God has blessed us with. Yes, they cost a lot of money, but God has blessed us with finances to be able to afford something like this. So there it is.
But tell them, compared to other people,
Oh, well,
you're the one that knows because you talk to them.
compared to other people that come down here to Louisville to get their coaches fixed. I mean, some of the horror stories we've heard. From
Some of
other
them are
people-
brand new.
Yeah,
Brand
some of
new.
them are brand new, and they cost a lot more than this one did.
Yeah.
And this horrible troubles they have with them. What we have is minor compared to some of
Yes.
them. It's like just the other day we met this couple here that somebody was mowing the yard and got up on a gravel road next to where they were parked and slung gravel all over the side of their coach from top
They
to bottom
just purchased
that
it.
they had just purchased this, and it's going to cost $65,000 to repaint the side of that coach. And so, like, my little paint job.
Well, and it's what year was it? A 2022?
2022.
2022. It had only been used in California for a movie, set, and so it was brand new except for that. And the washing machine doesn't work. And it's bigger than it's more expensive than our coach, bigger coach and bigger washer and dryer. But the clothes in the washer just go around and around and around forever and they never stop. And so you would think, oh, hey, put a new washer in it. How many weeks had they been here? And the washer wouldn't come. And at first they told them, they would fix it. Then they couldn't fix it. Then they waited for a part. Then the part didn't work. Then they had to wait for a new washer. So, I mean, it's so many things. Let me see, who else have we met had crazy things wrong with their coach? Brand spanking new, over $1 million coach. The people that own the funeral business,
Oh,
where you put the fluid in the people when they're dead. What do you call that? Is that a funeral home? Embalming. And they had bought this over $1 million coach. Well, when the slide went out, it got caught on the doors underneath it or something, and it wouldn't go back in. Brand spanking
On the bay
new.
doors,
Yeah, on the bay doors. We were here with another couple. They had been here a month, 6 weeks.
Longer than that, actually.
Oh, yeah, somebody had run into their coach. Some people live in their coaches. Somebody had run into their coach and smashed the whole front end. They were here for like 6 weeks. There was somebody else that was here because their air conditioner, I don't know which ones, but they had no air conditioning whatsoever, and it was back a couple months ago, hot here. And we went in their coach because they wanted us to see it because it's the same coach we have. And the front of their coach, they had the cabinet door opened up and all these wires hanging down over the driver's seat. And they had to stay in the coach in the daytime in the heat with no air conditioning. So, I mean, our problems are so tiny
Really, true.
compared to that. Plus, everything's under warranty, too. So.
Yeah.
And we have been here so much that they're starting to feel sorry for us.
Yeah. They just put us in wherever we want to
Yes.
go, basically.
I promise you I'll get you in. Just come back.
Really. I mean,
So don't feel sorry for us. Plus, it's not good for a diesel engine to sit. There you go, baby. Just put stop. How many minutes? We're up to 12 minutes. Okay, so we have to quit. It's not good for a diesel engine to just sit. And so this at least gets us going somewhere. So we do plan on going maybe back to our church in a couple of weeks in San Antonio, maybe seeing our grandkids in Austin. We have a customer appreciation rally in
April of next year.
April of next year in Arkansas, where our friends, you know, the friends with the golden retrievers, that their names are Bruce and Beth, and they're going to be there. So we're excited. We have made friends. We always meet somebody here. We always do.
Yeah, truly, and they are some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. The people in the RV community,
Yeah.
I've never met one so far yet that I did not like.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're just very
They're very
congenial.
friendly and very helpful. We're good.
Joy and I really enjoy this thing, and we really like being in it, and we really like traveling in
I know, we
it, so-
slept till 9:30 this morning. I mean, what could he do? He couldn't go work in the barn. He couldn't ride his bulldozer or his tractor. I
That
couldn't
is
go
true.
upstairs and sew. Couldn't do the laundry, so might as well stay in bed till noon, right?
That's true.
All right, we've got to go. It's almost 15 minutes. I can see it's actually at 13:16. So we want to tell you all, we miss you. We're sorry we didn't get up to Proverbs 5 today, but I think it's mostly about those prostitutes. You know, they are sprinkled all throughout Proverbs, and I think we're getting up to the prostitute
It's
problems.
not, it's not really about prostitutes. It's about women in general who attract men to come to them. It's not that they get paid for it, basically. It's like, it's a lesson for men. And David and
Those
Solomon.
prostitutes didn't get paid.
Well, it's not, it didn't talk about prostitutes. It talked about a woman who
Oh, I haven't read it
seduces
yet.
you to go to her bedroom, yada, yada, yada.
Well, what
I'll-
do you think she's going to do? She's going to make them pay.
I don't know about that. Look, we won't get into all the details. But I'm just saying, David and Solomon should have followed their own advice when it comes to that, because it was
Yeah.
what got them in trouble.
Well, yeah, the girl on the roof wasn't a prostitute. That's true.
True.
King David's
Bathsheba.
girlfriend. And then King Solomon, he got into all of those Song of Solomon type girls with the
Concubines.
wandering breast or whatever it was. That's
But
a
it
strange
is-
book.
That is so true today, because so many men fall for that kind of stuff, and it's just something you have to. But anyway, I'm just saying that's what chapter 5 is about, right?
Okay.
We'll get into that next week.
Harden the noise. Somebody said, you need to get microphones so that humming will go away. If you hear the humming, it's the air conditioners.
Right.
There's 2 right above our head, and it's very hot outside, and we need to close the blinds back down, but we opened them up so you could see us, okay?
So anyway,
yeah.
we'll say goodbye. You'll
Yeah.
have a great week. God bless you, and take care. And we will
Hopefully.
see you next Sunday. We should be back home.
But I'm going to see a friend next Sunday, so I don't know how that'll all work out. You might get Jerry by himself next Sunday. We'll see.
We might.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.